and plug up my microphone. I mean my headset. Bro, there's like a clear, not like a clear tint, but there's like a tint over my there's like a tint. On this monitor. I gotta fix it. Hold on. Bro, are the Cavaliers playing or not? What the fuck? Are they switching between games? Why do I feel like, bro? What is this, bro? Hold on, hold on, cause I'm finna get irritated. I don't need that no more. Okay, where am I missing? YouTube. That's down there. Right there. What am I looking for right here? Okay. Oh shit, here we go. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna watch. Oh, actually, hold on. This over here. Wait, what the fuck? That was crazy. Hold on, I'm looking for something real quick.
The FGC has bracket cheerleading. Competitors have entered a bracket.
Okay, so all right, so everybody remembers well, they probably don't, but well, yeah, everybody remembers the tweet that Punk made regarding the Invincible versus Beta being like the worst game of all time, right? Well, then there was a comment under that post that said that he wished the American FGC would die. He was like, the American FGC sucks, is the worst, and he wished it died. Something to that effect. And I immediately agree with that statement. Immediately. Like in Punk's tweet, I don't think warrants hit that type of comment. But he was spot on. And it's because of stuff like this. Like, bro, Perfect Legend. Like, when I came into the FGC, the whole 13-0 thing, I thought that was just people. I thought, like, bro, y'all need to let that shit go. That shit was a long time ago. Y'all just picking at this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now, like, I get it. Everything he say has been, it's just like complaining just to be complaining. What the fuck kind of complaint is this? Competitive fighting games has too many players that just exist as bracket cheerleaders. You might as well not enter and just pay spectator fee. Bro, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? Competitive fighting games have too many players that just exist as bracket cheerleaders. You complaining that other people are playing in a fighting game. So that's a tweet. But he also made a video. I want to watch the video. And yes, I'm going to hate watch this video because I know it's dog shit. Like this man been on the worst take streak of all time. Let me find that Tekken 8 patch tweet. This man said, man, this shit was like too long ago. But was it a Street Fighter 6 patch? I think it was a Street Fighter 6 patch, actually. This man was like, no, it was Tekken 8 patch. This man was like, bro, y'all waiting on a patch to like tell y'all how to play the game. You just like, bro, the patches tell us how to play. What are you talking about? Why are you mad because people are waiting on a patch? A patch that's gonna tell you how to play the game. What has changed? What hasn't? Which is something that everybody does. They're waiting on a patch to tell them how the game is gonna change, and you complaining about it. Nobody hates the FGC more than the FGC. Everything's a problem. So now you're complaining about bracket cheerleaders. Too many people are entering fighting games, while some people are saying there's not enough people that play fighting games. As it is, and you're saying too many people. So I just want to watch this dog shit video and see if he potentially makes a good point.
Same community that built that culture spent years running sustained campaigns that erase and people champions. Someone challenged me publicly. I accepted. The moment I did, heard the evidence, asked me to fill in the situation. I had zero involvement in starting.
So listen how this man starts the video off. I'm 25 seconds in. I am 25 seconds in. And this man has said, yo, there's people that exist in the FGC to simply play in tournaments to support the top players but don't want to become one. He then follows that up again. Like I said, I knew it was gonna be dog shit. Then he follows up and says, somebody challenged me and I played, they buried the evidence and they flipped the script. Like, what the fuck does that got to do with bracket cheerleader? Why are you talking about you? He talking about that, y'all trying to erase that 3-time Evo. Bro, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about this stuff in this video? Why are you making up stuff? You can't tell me 10 people that you know personally, that you know, that you can prove and not just say that enter tournaments with the sole intention of just like rooting on somebody else. You don't know 10 people that do that. You don't have proof. You don't have proof of 5 people that do that. You just yapping. You just was like, what can I say that I ain't already said that can piss people off? Like, that's it. This serves no purpose. This not bringing nobody together. This not finna make nobody going, oh yeah, Perfect Legend. Oh yeah, Perfect Legend said something. So I'm finna get up and do it. Ain't nobody listening to that. So what is it? So what is this really for? Like who is this video for? Like, nobody's gonna listen to you being a condescending asshole, first of all. And again, you don't even know 5 people. You can't tell me 5 people that you know personally that do that, first of all.
Documented, throw it in, problem to start. By the end of the video, you will see exactly how the FGC manufactured this girl, Barron's world champion, and why the cheerleading team are.
He said by the end of this video, you will find out why the FGC has like propped up heroes and why why everybody, is against him. It's all about him. If you think that anything he says is about making the FGC better, making people better, it is not. This is all about PL.
But before we get to the pattern that buried my results, you need to understand how long he has been running it. But it did not start with me. Post went up on Twitter not long ago. 5 players. Aliens want to destroy Earth. Pick the bracket that saves humanity. Texas. The answer to the game tells you everything. Same names, same faces, same narrative. Press them on why, and they hand you highlights.
So he's now saying there was a post that said, if the aliens are coming to take over Earth, who would you want? And they want to run the bracket. Like, who are your top 5 that that you would pick to run the bracket? Perfect Legend is a fucking loser, still hung up on that MKX beatdown. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you still hung up on that 13-0 shit, because I'm pretty sure that's where this video is going. Like, he is currently saying, this is what he said. He said he taking it back to when they had a post that said, if the aliens came and we running a bracket, who would you want to pick as your, the people that will run the bracket? And he said that, the FGC picked the typical names that, I guess that the FGC would pick most likely. I haven't seen this post, but I'm pretty sure it's something to the effect of maybe Sonic, Justin, maybe Mena, Punk, who else? I don't know, but he's saying that those people, when you ask why those people, they post highlight clips. So a post about aliens taking over the earth and, we picking champions to run the bracket. This is his premise. GO1, of course. I'm taking Goichi. I might take Goichi over everybody. I ain't even capping. And like Sonic Fox is one of my goats, but I might take Goichi over Sonic Fox. Like I'm pretty sure I'd take Goichi.
Zero receipts from a real Shark Tank. That gap between the hype and the hardware, that is the bracket cheer problem. Picture a competitor at a major. They're still live in bracket. Instead of warming up, studying their next opponent, or mentally preparing for their own set, they're on the sideline coaching someone else.
So now he's saying, picture a top player in the bracket. He's still in the bracket, but he's not playing. And instead of playing, he's coaching someone else who is playing. Like, I just know this shit is, I just know it's dog shit. Oh my God. You just know it.
Someone else's combo, someone else's run.
Listen to this. I got, hold on. Let me mute the game. I gotta just let y'all listen to this, bro. Just listen. Like, what is this stuff saying? Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm so ass that I don't understand. What does this mean?
Instead of warming up, studying. Zero receipts from a real Shark Tank.
Listen to this.
That gap between the hype and the hardware, that is the bracket cheerleader problem. Picture a competitor at a major. They are still live in bracket. Instead of warming up, studying their next opponent, or mentally preparing for their own set, they are on the sideline coaching someone else. Calling out reads, celebrating someone else's combo, living through someone else's run. That is a bracket cheerleader.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Not to mention that garbage tweet about Jill one. Yeah, he mad because it was he's mad because people they set that up. Like, bro, and then there's somebody on Twitter that posted the clip of him on Twitter that he reposted it already. They was like, hey, bro, if you so against this, then take this down. You have a tweet up with the same interaction that Sonic Fox and Goichi did. You have a tweet up on your TikTok, not tweet. You have a post on your TikTok of the exact same thing, and you're celebrating it. It was from back then, but now you're upset because they did it in an exhibition. You act like this was like a real tournament. But now, why is people coaching their friends in tournament? Why is that looked upon in any type of bad way? You call them bracket cheerleaders? No, that's my guy. We train. I'm helping him. I'm encouraging him. This shit is fun. This is a game to us. Like, this is a game to us. This is not our live. We go outside after this. We turn this shit. We go outside. What are you talking about? You mad because other people, I already won my set. Now let me go watch my partner and give him tips so he can win. Are you bro? So now, so when we go to the tournament, hey bro, fuck you, man. Hey, fuck you. I'll see you at the end of the tournament. Like, what do you think this is, bro? This is pixel art. These are characters throwing fireballs and shit on the screen. What is wrong? What's wrong with you? You so mad that 13-0 spanked you. It hit you. You could have just bounced back, started winning tournaments. That shit turned you so sour and so bitter. You just hate everything about the FGC. You found a way to make people who go to tournaments together, who train together, who are friends in real life, you found a way to make that a negative by saying you a bracket cheerleader. You on the sidelines watching your friend play, you coaching them, and you celebrating them doing a big combo. That's called a bracket cheerleader. So you could have looked at that any way you wanted to, and you decided to look at it like that. Bro, weirdo. Weirdo. I don't care what y'all say. That's weird. Like, why would I be mad because you already won your game? Now you helping your friend who you win theirs. If they didn't do that, if they didn't do that, now you a fake friend. You not helping me. You not doing this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, bro, letting nerds on the internet, bro, that was probably the worst thing, bro. Like, this video should not be made. You could have been playing the game. Instead, you making a video complaining that other people are supporting their friends in a tournament. Bro, who? When did people get like this? When did people get like this?
Bro. A competitor who entered the tournament but functions like a fan. They exist to celebrate the players at the top instead of becoming one.
They exist to celebrate the players at the top instead of become one. I guarantee you Perfect Legend cannot name you 5 people that he knows personally, like with proof. Don't tell me some generic old line like, oh, no, show me some proof where you know a person actually entered a tournament just to celebrate somebody else. It's not only the fact that what you are complaining about is lame as shit. You're also lying. Like, this is a made up thing in your fucking head that you're ranting about because you don't have shit else going. You actually think that we believe that you know people at all the tournaments that go on. There's 3,000 entrants in Street Fighter 6 Evo Japan. You think that people are going to tournaments, you think that people are spending money when money is hard to come by just to really not be good and watch somebody else win. That is the worst. This is why the American FGC must die. It's not that y'all have like legitimate complaints or anything to that nature. Y'all are just making up shit to be mad at. You're making it up. No reason to be mad at somebody support. First of all, again, the scenario is bullshit as it is. Nobody's doing that. Nobody is spending money to travel, to go out to all these places just to cheer somebody on and not watch them win. I mean, and not try to win themselves. Nobody is doing that. Like, imagine being so bothered by the FGC because you got your ass whooped in front of everybody and you didn't bounce back like real G's do. You got bitter, you got angry, you got jealous. You started calling out stuff. You started bringing personal drama, people's personal lives into your fighting game bullshit. That's what that 13-0 did to you. To the point now, you make videos, pointless videos, complaining, making up scenarios that people are flying across the country to not actually win in the tournaments they're competing in. They're just there to cheer somebody else on and watch the top players win. You sound like a fucking idiot. Like, bro, I'm so sick of y'all, bro. You making up fake complaints. Nobody's doing that. Shit is too expensive. And he talking, I'm a 5-time world champion. Man, don't nobody give a fuck. Norris Cole got 3 championships and Russell Westbrook has none. What the fuck does that mean? Mario Chalmers has 3 rings. Damian Lillard has 0. I'm taking Dame every time. What the fuck are you talking about? Just because you have fucking tournament wins from 2006 don't mean that your fucking takes in 2026 are not dog shit. And I'm not even just making up a number. He's bragging about championships from 2006. Nigga, it's 2026. What have you done for me lately? Your takes today are dog shit. Like absolute dog shit. Imagine complaining that people are waiting on a patch. And your complaint is, y'all waiting on a patch to tell y'all how to play the game? Motherfucker, the patch changes the game. Things that you could do yesterday, you cannot do after a game has been patched. Why wouldn't I wait for the patch notes to tell me how I'm gonna play the game? What are you talking about? Like y'all be letting people, oh, you have freedom of speech. No, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck. I don't even watch the rest of the video. I'm only a minute and 47 seconds in, and he said nothing of value.
They treat it like a personal victory. When their idol loses, they erase it like it never happened.
He's so bitter. He's so bitter. He's so bitter. He's a grown man, by the way. He's a grown man, but I'm pretty sure he's in his 40s. Did he just say that people go out to tournaments and when they best player lose, they erase it like it never happened? Bro, who does that? Everybody bracket run is there for everybody to see. Nobody's hiding losses, bro. Nobody in the FGC is hiding losses, bro. You can't hide losses. They're everywhere. This man said that he actually is trying to convince us, that people are going to tournaments to watch other people win, and if they don't win, then they sweep.
When an entire community operates this way, they stop evaluating players on real competitive evidence and start voting on who they like most. The result is a false Mount Rushmore built on manufactured hype instead of battle-tested results. And there is a very specific playbook that makes it happen. It starts with how the community responds to real threats versus manufactured ones. Real champions get treated differently than idols. When a player is a genuine threat, the community responds like a competing army. They share tech, they lab together, they build coalitions specifically to dethrone whoever holds the crown. I live that. People conspired in real time to beat me. That's actual respect paid through competition. But watch what happens when someone gets framed as the golden boy instead of the threat. The hunger disappears. The coalition becomes an entourage. The cheerleaders stop trying to improve and start doing free public relations work.
Bro, do y'all hear? Do y'all hear? This is what jealousy and bitterness turns into. When you get your ass whooped, bro, it's okay. When you get your ass whooped, bro, it's okay. Don't turn into the person that you now want to be the victim in all of your shortcomings. Oh, manufactured hype and fake leaders, bro. We respect champions. Why is your Evo wins more better than anyone else's? An Evo win is an Evo win. If you want to start critiquing Evo wins, we can do that. But remember, everybody gonna have their opinion. And trust me, those Evo wins that you think are so special, people will start to tear those apart too. You don't get to. Hey, Jared, appreciate the stars. You don't get to decide whose victory we gonna respect or not. You don't get to decide that. Everybody that you are, talking about that you're not gonna say their names because you don't, you know what I'm saying, you're not really trying to get out there like that. You want to talk about it, but you don't want to talk about it. Everybody that you're tiptoeing around, every single one of them, they're champions. Talking about that you're not gonna say their names because you don't, you know what I'm saying? They're champions. At the end of the day, they're champions, just like you were. What makes you so special? What makes your victory so special that you can talk as if these people that you're sub dissing, their victories don't matter. Their Evo victories don't matter. All the people that you're trying to say is put up on a pedestal, they're not people who have lost. They have They have W's. They have W's in multiple games. Like, what are you talking about? Those people have legitimate wins just like you. I don't understand.
A grand finals at a major is the case study. One player runs the bracket, resets the set 3-0, and is playing at a level the whole arena can feel. Momentum fully locked in. The other player had a decision to make. Instead of solving that problem inside the game, they called for a physical side switch and stalled through a rule request.
Bro, he is literally bringing up Sonic Fox and Goichi. He is bringing up Sonic Fox and Goichi, and he is bringing up the fact that Sonic Fox switched sides, but Sonic Fox won the bracket reset. He can switch sides, my boy. Listen to what he said.
Playing at a level the whole arena can feel. Momentum fully locked in. The other player had a decision to make. Instead of solving that problem inside the game, they called for a physical side switch and stalled through a rule request. That stall cooled the momentum, which flipped the emotional energy in the building, which flipped the bracket.
Now, listen, y'all heard what he said, right? Flip the bracket. That's what he said. He said that it flipped the bracket. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all? This is jealousy and this is bitterness. This is what a bitter man. Oh my goodness, this is such a bad look.
Grand finals. Look at that, yeah, stretch your legs. Look, let that blood circulate. You were sitting there for a hot minute trying to finish the job on Fenn.
He's jumping up and down. He is ready for a grand finals here at EVO. The last set of Dragon Ball Fighters, and it's Sonic Fox versus Goichi.
The fated battle. The lore is here. You want to talk about storylines? Both of these guys were key components. Man, I just hate the fact that he actually booped me, man. I actually got to take that to the grave. That man actually.
You know, Yipes, there's at least video evidence of when it happened to you.
And that's why I'm just saying it so freely, because there is video evidence.
When he says he did it to me, there's no proof.
You sure?
He did it.
Stream, get on it. Stream,
Someone's going to dig through the archives.
Yeah. Oh.
In our ear, the producer was like, we're looking it up right now. We're going to find it.
But talk to me. But, yo, guys, thank you for tuning in to all my stream warriors and monsters. Please tweet this out. I can't stress this enough. Twitch.tv/Evo. We are here officially in the grand finals. Sonic Fox in the winners, going up against Goichi, the fated battle, Jiren versus Goku.
You know why I love this match? Because Sonic Fox is the player that for a long time people said he only wins at the game nobody plays. He only wins in those games because no one plays him. The most entered game at Evolution, the most competition, he's in grand finals. Goichi on the other side, poverty. He only wins in those games. He only wins
TV/Evo. We are here officially in the grand finals. Sonic Fox in the winners, going up against Goichi, the fated battle, Jiren versus Goku.
You know why I love this match? Because Sonic Fox is the player that for a long time people said he only wins at the game nobody plays. He only wins in those games because no one plays him. The most entered game at Evolution, the most competition, he's in grand finals. Goichi on the other side, the poverty god of Japan, shows up and says, I can win in any game I put my heart to. Two players who are often not given the credit they deserve for being good at the games they're good in. They're in the most difficult, most stacked game at EVO, grand finals.
Oh my God, I'm trying so hard not to lose my voice right now.
Lose it, this is it.
All right, I got you. Even though I still got more work to do afterwards, but I got you.
Put it all on the line.
All on the line. Here we go, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Grand finals. And you already know, if you don't know the rules, now you will know. Goichi has to win 2 sets coming from the losers in order to beat Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox, however, needs to win 1. So here we go. Oh, that was so loud. Talk to me. That was music to my earlobes. The people. Okay, here we go. Bandana for the family. Bardock, the lineage, the grandpappy. Here we go. Opening gambit time.
Evo Grand Finals, USA versus Japan. Sonic Fox on winner's side.
Picked up movement. I cannot believe he picked up a new team that fast.
He picked up a new team, and a week later, he won the second Dragon Ball.
2-star, yeah.
2-star, put it on. It's on his desk at home right next to his fursuit helmet.
What a sequence. What a
mix.
Just so he can get his assist faster. What a scumbag. Sonic Fox.
Mix up again.
Oh, should have chased that uptake with the Ember Belly spear, but it's all good.
Yeah, Goichi saw that Vegeta sniped the assist. Whoa!
That's cheap, that's cheap, that's cheap.
Yeah, the Bardock pushed him in, and then Cell landed back in the front.
Yeah, if you delay the call, you can actually go in front or behind, actually. It's pretty good.
Double jump, he's out of there.
Oh, get that man out of here.
It's so hard to keep Bardock in the corner. One of the most difficult characters. Yeah, Spark doesn't want to deal with the mix-up. He knows Sonic Fox is too dangerous, and that's why he finds the hit. Should be the kill, actually, on Bardock here.
Yeah, definitely Sonic Fox trying to backdash in that situation, or press up on it, either or. And this man, Bardock, is down. This is angry Goichi. Can't open the style. Finish him. Energy field, it is enough.
My man writes those notes so beautiful. Maybe Spark instead.
You know, usually we got a oh, look at Goichi with the ice grill. Are you serious?
My man was this guy Goichi is trying to be the Evo champion.
If Sonic Fox is smart, he will go to his old team. I think, to be honest, the weakest part of Sonic Fox's team is Zamasu, in my opinion. I feel like it's still underdeveloped a little bit. Of course, it's Bardock and his Android 16, the most cleanest. But we actually might get a team switch hit. What is he calling? Is he calling a blind pick?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe he's trying to switch to the other team. I'm not sure.
My goodness. 3 out of 5 Goichi. Angry Goichi resets the bracket against Sonic Fox.
Got some water on the stage.
Yo, look at them ice grills from this man, Goichi. He is not playing. No more smiles. You know, usually it'd be a little friendly face with Goichi. Like, he'll smile when he get hit with something.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh, you got me. But right here, it's all business.
He'd be saying something cool, too. When you block all his mix-ups, he'd be like, nice God. Nice God.
Nice God.
Yes, nice God. But this is a little different right here. This is a different demeanor. This is angry Goichi. Oh, I like when people get washed and then come back for that sweet revenge.
He got 3-0'd and then immediately brought it all the way back. Sonic Fox.
What's Sonic Fox doing? Is he writing his will right now? What's going on here? Let's get this going, baby. What's going on? Okay.
Okay. Sonic Fox waiting it out.
Okay. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, Sonic Fox, of course, got the 3-0 on winner's side. Now he has reset the bracket. One final 3 out of 5 set to determine who will be the first ever Evo champion for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
You know what? That winner's finals at this point with this reset, it never happened.
Yeah, exactly. We're all tied up.
Now we're all tied up.
It's 3-3 as far as we're concerned.
I don't know, man. Should he actually commit to that Bardock team? I feel like he should go back to the tried and true, man. The Kid Bizzle, Cell, Gotenks.
Yeah, that's the team he won Combo Breaker with. He won versus fighting with this new team, but I'm curious to see if he'll switch or not.
Yo, these guys have been playing each other not only right here in this. Oh, that was so loud. Talk to me. That was music to my earlobes. The people. Okay, here we go. Bandana. What a...
He has reset the bracket.
Yo, he's like, are you serious? Is this a trick to cool me down? He's giving him that look. Yo, he's like, are you serious? You know, that is kind of old school arcade style.
Yeah.
You can actually do that in arcade.
For a second there, he's like, what is going on?
Uh-oh. He's like, so what's happening here is,
Yeah, the question Sonic Fox is apparently asking is if there can be a side switch in between the sets. He wants player 1 now. But the rules say, nah, son, you got to stay right there.
you know, that is kind of old school arcade style.
Yeah.
You can actually do that in the arcade on the arcade days. This is pretty different in the consoles. So I haven't heard that rule since 2000. Wow, what a
It
gentleman.
is a side switch.
What a gentleman. Well, I wonder what's the reason about it too, though. I wonder what's the reason. I mean, it's fair. Man, yo, real rap, I haven't seen this rule since ECC 11.
Yeah, but that was
Arcade, yeah.
Yeah, arcade cabinets. They're gonna coin flip for it.
Yo, the drama. I love it. Dragon Ball Fighters. Not only we getting mixed in the mix-up.
Rock, paper, scissors. They've switched it up.
She's like, yeah,
Nobody had coin. It's 2018. Nobody carries change. Come on. Come on, man. Nobody's got change in 2018.
That's kind of true, actually. I just leave it in the tip jar so once I get it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Somebody hands me, I'm like, all right, this is going straight to you. Coin flip. Everybody's got change in 2018.
Dude, we are mixing each other. It's either rock, paper, scissors, or we just gave up on it? We just giving it to Fox?
I think the coin flip settled it.
Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't even see the coin flip.
You know,
I wonder who called tail.
You know what I'm worried about? I think this might make Goichi more angry.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. It might be a stretch. But Sonic Fox maybe did that just to cool the man off. And you seen Goichi grilling Sonic Fox like, yo, bro, are you serious? Like, let's get this going. I'm trying to win this tournament here.
I'm trying to get out of here, man. I'm trying to hit the tables.
This is a big win for Goichi. And Sonic Fox, of course,
the biggest threat
Now, to recap, this man, hold on. To recap, this man, Perfect Legend, said this.
Real champions and why the cheerleaders in your scene are the biggest threat to your own competitive development. But before we get into the pattern that buried my results, you need to understand how long it has been running in this community, because it did not start with me. A post went up on Twitter not long ago, 5 highlight clips, 0 receipts from a real Shark Tank. That gap between the of warming up, studying their players at the top instead of becoming. And there is a very specific playbook that makes it happen.
Listen.
It starts with how the community responds to real threats versus manufactured ones. Real champions get treated differently than idols. When a player is a genuine threat, the community responds like a competing army. They share tech, they lab together, they build coalitions specifically to dethrone whoever holds the crown. I live that. People conspired in real time to beat me. That's actual respect paid through competition. But watch what happens when someone gets framed as the golden boy instead of the threat. The hunger disappears. The coalition becomes an entourage. The cheerleaders stop trying to improve and start doing free public relations work. A grand finals at a major is the case study.
He said a grand finals at a major is his case study for all that bullshit that y'all just heard him speak. And his case study is going to be Sonic Fox versus Goichi grand finals of Dragon Ball Fighters. Listen how he frames this, because this is how you can spot an old, bitter, just a jealous ass motherfucker, because that's what PL has turned into. That whooping that Sonic Fox put on PL has to be studied. I don't know. I mean, the whooping that Kendrick Lamar put on Drake, according to y'all know I'm a big Drake fan. Y'all know I'm, proud OVO, right? Y'all know that. He getting back to business. Iceman dropping. Like, he getting back to business. Dog, you are holding on to this shit for so long. Listen to how you phrase what we saw. And I'm gonna also get into this whole esports thing when it comes to like these fighting games, because this shit is not sports like at all. Listen to how he frames what we all saw happen. Listen to what he said.
Player runs the bracket, resets the set 3-0.
Hold
It's
on.
playing at a level of one player runs the bracket, resets the set 3-0, and is playing at a level the whole arena can feel. Momentum fully locked in. The other player had a decision to make. Instead of solving that problem inside the game, they called for a physical side switch and stalled through a rule request. That stall cooled the momentum, which
Hold on.
flipped the emotional energy in the building, which
He's saying, this is what he's saying now. Listen. He's saying that people stop going to tournaments to win, but to cheer on their friends and not get better. And as a case study, Evo Grand Finals is proof. Okay? The proof is Sonic Fox versus Goichi. Go figure. Go figure that his case study is the Grand Finals that involves Sonic Fox, who put that ass whooping on him, 13-0. I mean, Drake got Family Matters. He at least got one. 13-0. After doing the same thing you doing right now, yapping. So he says that Sonic Fox, that Goichi had the momentum. He 3-0 Sonic Fox in grand finals and reset the bracket. He's not mentioning, he's not telling you that Sonic Fox had just 3-0 Goichi and sent him to losers. That is why Goichi was in losers, because Sonic Fox 3-0 him. So at this point, they are 3-3. But Sonic Fox calls for a side switch in the middle of the bracket reset. not in the middle of the set. They had already lost, and he just called. Listen, look, it's you. We can go see it. All he did was ask for a side switch. It's not his fault that Evo don't know the fucking rules. What are we talking about? He didn't. So, are you saying that Sonic Fox knew that this would take 30 minutes to solve? Is that what are you saying that the Evo tournament organizers are in cahoots? What, like, all he did was ask for a side switch, which was legal. It wasn't illegal because they had to do a coin toss for the side. It wasn't illegal. It was a legal request. Evo tournament organizers didn't know what to do. So that's what took a long time. They had to unfuck themselves. But instead of you putting that on them, you say that Sonic Fox killed the momentum and all this other stuff. If you were a real competitor, if you were a real competitor, like you say you are, a Perfect Legend, from your 2006 win, your 2006 Evo titles and shit, again, 20 years ago, ain't that what you're supposed to do? This is why I say we need to stop calling this shit esports. This shit is nerds that are really good at a fighting game. Let's call it that. Because when you're in the middle of a basketball game and they running your shit down the court, what the fuck does the coach do? Hey, time out. We gotta switch some shit up. He talking about instead of him figuring it out in game. No, he figured it out because he won. He figured it out. The side switch. What are you talking about? You can't decide. Like, what are you talking about? If you go ask any other real like athlete, somebody who actually plays sports outside with other, people, you don't even have to be like professionals. It could be like throw up tackle. You know what I'm saying? Just out there in the if you was in the church league or whatever, if you actually play sports, anything that is not illegal would never be frowned upon if it's within the rules. If I know the rules and you don't, how is that my problem? Most people who compete, they call that was a good move. That was a savvy decision. That was a smart decision. Any other time people do stuff like this in actual sports, it is cheered upon. It's not, no one complains that a competitor slowed down his competitor's momentum. Nobody complains about that. Do you understand what I'm saying? He is just making up shit to complain about. This is why we got to get these people out. They don't deserve the time that y'all give them. They don't deserve to be heard. This video does not deserve to be made because it's built on bullshit. Even if it's true with what he's saying is that Sonic Fox intentionally made Evo not know what the fuck to do because it's their job. They are tournament organizers. You would think they would know tournament rules, but that's neither here nor there. If that was Sonic Fox's plan, was to stall Goichi out and kill his momentum, that is literally what a competitor is supposed to do. If it's within the rule books, that's what you're supposed to do. Look at Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman get up in your head, get you a technical foul, get you thrown out the game. He doing all this stuff. He elbowing you. Draymond Green talking trash to you. You complaining that a competitor use rules within the competition to slow his competition down, and he won, and you don't respect it because this person beat your ass 13-0 in a game a long time ago in front of everybody after you was doing all that talking. That's what we here for? That's what we here for? Go find me a sport where people condemn a competitor who is losing and they call for timeout, gather themselves, and then they start the match back up and then they put boot to ass and win. In what sport is that not respected? In what sport is that not respected? What real competitor does not? Do you see why this video is dog shit? It's a stupid fucking video because it makes no fucking sense. Sonic Fox only asked for a side switch. First of all, you're not even reporting what we saw. You are not reporting what we saw in real time. What we saw in real time was someone asking for a side switch, and we saw the Evo organizers not know what to do. They had to figure it out. How is that Sonic Fox fault? How? Like I'm asking for a legitimate answer. Explain to me how someone asking for, can I side switch, and them not knowing the rules, and it took them 30 minutes to figure it out. How is that looked upon as not, hey, that's pretty smart? It's within the rules. They had to flip a coin. The side switch happened and the boot was put to ass. So this is why this shit is all made up. I knew this shit was made up when FDX made that video when Tekken 8 Season 2 came out, and he was like, he made the video, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop competing because I don't like the way I win. You think Michael Jordan and the Bulls, when they went 72-10, gave a fuck that they were just beating the shit out of everybody? You think they was like, man, I don't like the way I'm winning? You think when Randy Moss and Tom Brady was throwing the football all over the fucking field, just beating the shit out of everybody, the only time they lost was in the Super Bowl, unfortunately? But do you think any time up until that happened that they was like, man, I don't like the way I'm beating the shit out of everybody? Do you think the Golden State Warriors were like, man, first of all, they went 73-9 and they beat the shit out of everybody? You think they was actually like, man, I don't like the way we beating the shit out of everybody? No competitors say this stuff, bro. Competitors do not say, I'm gonna beat you into submission until you tap out. I'm not, I won. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't like the way you win? I've never heard so many people pretend to care about their opponents in my fucking life. I've never heard of people like, man, I want my opponent to have some. No, go pick a better character. Just go pick you gonna pick that character? Okay, I'm gonna smoke you. There's better characters. Go pick them and I'm gonna smoke you. You feeling sorry because somebody picked the worst character in the game? Bro, it's so fucking, bro, the tweet was right, bro. The American FGC needs to fucking die, bro. They make videos like this, like Perfect Legend. He's supposed to be a 5-time world champion, and he's making pointless videos about his rival who whooped his ass a long time ago, built on a premise that does not make no fucking sense. You go find me a sport where when a competitor is getting his ass handed to him and he called for a timeout, and out of that timeout he get back on that ass and he win, where people look at you and say, oh, you slowed his momentum down. Oh, that he couldn't get it back up. Oh, that's his fucking fault. That sounds like a fucking excuse to me. That sounds like a fucking excuse to me. Like, bro, y'all are weirdos. Perfect Legend is a weirdo. Like, I be trying to hold back, but man, like, if he go, like, nah, this shit going up. I don't give a fuck about none of that Evo World title shit. This is a lame ass video from a lame ass individual built on a lame ass premise. This man is making shit up, talking about people just go out to tournaments to watch their homeboys win, and they don't really want to be good at the game anymore. And here's my evidence to support that. Remember that grand finals where Sonic Fox beat Goichi? First of all, he left this part out of his speech. Remember that grand finals where Sonic Fox beat Goichi 3-0, sent Goichi to losers, and then Goichi went on a losers run, got back to grand finals against Sonic Fox, beat Sonic Fox 3-0 in the first set. Sonic Fox asked, can we side switch? The Evo tournament organizers did not know the rules. It took them a while to decide. They flipped a coin. The sides were switched. Sonic Fox put belt to ass. He won. And you built you built the whole premise off of that. That makes no fucking sense, my boy. That makes no sense. Bro. Bro, what's wrong? Bro, that is, bro, y'all have to get these people out of y'all community, bro. Y'all have to just stop engaging with them. Y'all can't, like, they can't be helped. When you get your ass blasted that bad, that shit was like 15 years ago. And this video was made a month ago. he's trying to make an argument that this grand final somehow means that the FGC has propped up fake people with no skill and all this other lame shit that he's talking about. All Americans are entitled. It's so entitled. Like, bro, you're saying that the momentum was like pulled out of the arena and no energy. That is not Sonic's fault. That's Goichi's fault. What are you bro? These people are not competitors, bro. These people are wannabes. These fucking nerds are really good at fighting games, but these are not fucking competitors. Don't ever get these motherfuckers confused with a competitor. These not competitors. Not fucking competitors. They have a competitive bone in their body.
Other player had a decision to make. Instead of solving that problem inside the game, they called for a physical side switch and stalled through a rule request. That stall cooled the momentum, which flipped the emotional energy in the building, which flipped the bracket. The cheerleaders called it a genius move. Whether it was calculated or instinct, the answer to what was happening on screen did not come from inside the game.
He said the answer did not come from inside the game. Bro, he's never played a real sport. But what happened? What happens with the potential? He's never played a real sport in his life. He's never played a real sport in his life. If you play inside the rules, the competition is not only the buttons that you press. This is why I'm telling you. This is why y'all are not competitors. The competition is not only in game, it's also out of game. Like, what are you talking about? They talk about this all the time. Gamesmanship. No, I need the left side. No, I need the right side. No, I need to be over here. This happens all the time. This is nothing new. Sonic Fox didn't invent this, and it wasn't his call for them to take 30 minutes. And if you are trying to make the case that Goichi is such, and this is like, and this, I don't want this to look, and this is not to Goichi. I wish we could take Goichi out. Again, I hate that he used this example. Just put any player. If a side switch kills your momentum, how is that saying you're the skilled player? All you did was move over. Like, what if that was your crutch? What if you could only play on this side? I can only play on this side. You can only play on that side. How does that make you better than me? How does that make you better than me? Like what are we talking about here? You see why this doesn't make sense? You see why this video doesn't need to exist? But again, we're talking about Sonic Fox versus Goichi. Grand Finals. The title of the video is called "The FGC Has a Bracket Cheerleader Problem." And this is his evidence. His evidence just so happens to involve Sonic Fox.
It came from a rule
Hey, Sofa, I kind of got fucked. What you mean? What happened?
book. That is
not
the same thing.
The
same pattern showed up at another major shortly after. Two international players were redefining the meta with a character combination that had the whole bracket on edge. They were the most dangerous competition in the building by a significant margin. A real champion sits down and solves that. Instead, a tweet came out from inside the same venue. The player publicly passed on that matchup. The pivot went to a side game with a fraction of the global talent pool, roughly 100 players worldwide at a serious competitive level. The cheerleaders took that side game trophy and fed it directly into the greatest of all time argument.
Do you hear what he's saying, bro?
Down and solves that. Instead, a tweet came out from inside the same venue. The player publicly passed on that matchup.
Hold on.
The pivot went to a side game with a fraction of the global talent pool, roughly 100 players worldwide at a serious competitive level. The cheerleaders took that side game trophy and fed it directly into the greatest of all time argument. The real final bosses were 50 feet away. They received a publicly documented pass. The cheerleaders acted like it never happened. Beating a room of 100 is a different test than surviving a global Shark Tank. The cheerleaders weigh those trophies exactly the same. Mortal Kombat 9 was built differently. The game launched with zero arcade hardware, The exclusive invite window was absent entirely. Everyone downloaded it and bought it the same day. Because it was a massive release, every top player from every corner of the fighting game world entered that bracket. 2-dimensional specialists, 3-dimensional veterans, players who had dominated completely different games across completely different engines. All of them, same build, same information, same start date. Every all-star, one bracket. I beat all of them. That result matters to me more than anything else on my resume because it was the one time every variable was equal. A perfectly level playing field. The best players in the world from across every game community in a single bracket. The outcome was clear. And that is the receipt the cheerleaders have been unable to explain away, which is exactly why they try so hard to erase me instead.
Bro, nobody's trying to erase you. If you win more, people talk about you more. Point blank, period. I mean, like, what do you want? Giannis got a ring. We talk about Giannis. We don't every now and then. What do you want? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, nobody's trying to bury you. First of all, you're a cornball. The way no one, like, you're not a fun guy. Number one, you are not a fun person. Like, you said the FGC has a bracket problem, and you somehow slide in the fact that you won a tournament with more MK9 tournament 20 years ago, and you talk about the FGC has a bracket problem. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. I still got fucking 5 more minutes of this.
Here's what almost the entire community missed or chose to ignore. By the time that exhibition set happened, the scene had already been running a sustained campaign against my career. Earlier that year, I posted an honest update to my subscribers. I told them I had to operate differently than other streamers who accepted donations all day and went live continuously because I had to actually practice to stay competitive at a world championship level. I use other creators as a reference point for the difference in situations. I was being transparent with the people who supported me. The community took that transparency and turned it into a weapon. Prominent voices in the scene told people publicly to unsubscribe from my channel. That cost me subscribers. Lost subscribers meant lost revenue. Lost revenue led to lost sponsors.
I don't know this nigga, and I completely agree with you. And we don't ever see eye to eye. Like, bro, this nigga is again. The title of his video is "The FGC has a bracket cheerleader problem," and he is saying that people go to tournaments. He is saying that people fly out to tournaments. They book flights. They book hotel rooms, travel across the country to compete in tournaments, not to try to win, but to cheer the best players on. He don't know 5 people that he can actually show proof that actually do that. So you are making a video about a false narrative that does not fucking happen. This is weirdo behavior. And in the video, he ain't show no. He has. Now maybe he gets to the proof in the video, but as I see here, he just finna yap. All this is Street Fighter 6 B-roll, so he just finna yap. So that means he is essentially finna show no proof that this thing actually goes on. He is just trying to get off what slights that he think had I lost sponsors, I lost revenue. What does that have to do with the bracket problem of the FGC today? This video was made a month ago. You talk about lost sponsors.
This post cost me real money because the mob needed a reason to swing. They had their justification and they were looking for more. The situation started with a tweet claiming tiers are irrelevant because the best player wins with any character. I pointed to the patch notes. The character in question received a significant upgrade between a major online league and EVO, moving from a mid-tier pick to an easy top 5 character. That context is factual and that context is documented. Ignore it and build a myth.
Hold on, wait a minute.
The best player wins with any character.
Listen to this.
I pointed to the patch notes. The character in question received a significant upgrade between a major online league and EVO, moving from a mid-tier pick to an easy top 5 character. That context is factual and that context is documented. Ignore it and you build a myth. Acknowledge it and the narrative falls apart. The player whose tournament run was being discussed took the analysis as a personal attack on the trophy. That player challenged me publicly. I passed at first, then I accepted because that is what competitors do. You do
No, you are not a competitor. You see what he said? He said that I declined it at first. First of all, so listen to what happened. He tried to say, hey, I guess essentially what he's saying is, bro, your tournament win was not good, was not legit. He criticized it, right? So then Sonic said, hey, well, let's run the set. And you said no. That tells me everything I need to know about your character today. You have not, from that dude who said no, the dude that decided, you know what, I'm finna just get up here and first of all, I'm finna hate from outside the club. I'm finna talk about somebody else's tournament victory. I'm finna yap about it. Try to take it down a peg. And when that person called me out, I'm gonna say no. My first reaction is to say no. You have not changed. In 20 some years, you are the same person. That's crazy. You are the same person. Lame as fuck. If you running your mouth about somebody's tournament victory, there should be no reason when they call you out, you don't say yes. There's no reason to say no. There's literally no reason to say no. Go shut them up. Go show them. Let me show you something. You had to be coached. You had to be cheerleaded into it. Why you just didn't say yeah? What did you need? What did you need? What excuse are you finna give us to why you said no at first?
Do not turn down the work. The community rewrote every detail. They reversed who issued the challenge. They stripped the patch note context entirely. They reframed a factual disagreement about a character tier as a salty veteran trying to tear down the new star. Then they use it as the closing argument in a case they had been building against me all year. You can beat people in the bracket, you can beat them across multiple games and multiple engines. You can accept their challenges directly, but a community that has already chosen its narrative will edit the footage to match the story they decide.
What footage did we edit, PL? We saw the matches. He beat you 13-0. You didn't get a game. You didn't get a game. There was no editing of that footage. All this stuff that you talking about, bro, you could have solved right then and there. You could have picked the best character in the game. You could have done whatever you needed to do to win that set, and you didn't. That's the point. All this shit you talking about the narrative, the FGC, bro, you are too old for this. It don't matter what a narrative is. It don't matter what a narrative is when you win. LeBron James you're losing the finals. You got a losing record, blah, 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 blah. They came back 3-1 and all of a sudden the narrative started to change. Now it's better than it was before. It ain't the best, but it's better than it's better than it was before. Narrative changes all the time, and the best way to change a narrative is to win. Competitors know that. People gonna talk every day, but you know what they can't. You know what people can't. You know what people can't discuss. You know what they can't refute. The win, the championship. You can say whatever you want about how it got here. I got it. You didn't. Did I beat you in grand finals? No, I didn't, because you didn't even get here. So you worrying about the wrong shit, my boy. You didn't even get here. I'm the least of your problems. The character that I'm picking is the least of your problems. You shouldn't even be worrying about me, my boy. You have bigger problems. Just get that again. That's again. All you got to do for a narrative right now, if PL has smoked Sonic, whatever lies they would have told, whatever this narrative, I guess, whatever you think would have happened on the other end that would have been against you, because apparently there was no way that you was going to come out a winner, even if you did literally win. Whatever that we're going to say, I got my own eyes. I can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, people that come into the FGC that weren't there, we get to form our own opinions, not within, you know, the circles. I'm in no one's circle. I saw the 13-0 victory with little to no backstory, little to none. All I saw was bus ass. That's all I saw. It's like, I don't understand, like, this narrative that you think was like, I actually used to think that people were like blowing it out of proportion. I was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Let that shit go. That shit was a long time ago. Like, again, I'm into it new. When I come into it, it's already old, right? I come in MK11. Actually, Injustice 2. Take that back. My first Mortal Kombat was Injustice and Mortal Kombat 1. But Injustice 2 is when I actually started playing competitive, learning about frame data and shit. Even then, I was like, yo, that shit old. And into MK1, I was like, that shit old. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. Like, he seemed like a pretty good dude. And I even like agreed with him. I'm like, they picking at him for no reason. Like let that shit go. But now I understand it completely. I was totally wrong. They was right. You suck. Your personality sucks. This video was just another way for you to cry about that 13-0 ass whooping. You are still trying to find a way. You know what you remind me of here? You are like Voldemort. You know how Voldemort just kept trying to come back in different ways. Every book, it was like a new way, new hardcore. Like, this man is inventing ways to sneak his excuse for the 13-0 ass whooping. There were some patch notes that nobody cares about the patch note. No, nobody cares. Do you think people give a fuck that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love went out of the finals in the very first game of the 2015, 2016 finals, 2015? Do you think people care about that when they talk about LeBron's final record? He went up against the league MVP, the Splash Brothers, the Hall of Famers. He went up against all of them with his best player being Matthew Dellavedova and potentially J.R. Smith. And he took them to 6 games. He scored more points, assists, rebounds, blocks, everything more than anyone on either team. He played so good in that finals that they were talking about potentially giving him finals MVP. And that hadn't been done since, you know, a long, long time ago. That's how cold he was. Do you think anybody gives a fuck about that when they talk about, oh, LeBron got this many losses in the final? Nobody gives a shit about that. You cry, oh, the patch notes. Look, you didn't look at the patch notes. In the patch notes, look, I try to, don't nobody give a fuck. Like, we don't give a shit about that. You could have picked a better character. Point blank, period. Or you could have just won with the character that you have. We've seen it happen. We've seen Eli Manning, whose point. Now, I'm not gonna say that because I might get canceled, but he's very close to. He was very close to needing a chaperone at all times. Went up against the undefeated Patriots, Randy Moss and Tom Brady. They giving everybody the fucking business, and he beat them twice. He beat them twice. The Warriors were up 3-1. They had the league MVP, the unanimous league MVP. Cleveland ran them boys down. Dirk fucking Nowitzki played a playoff run. He went up against, pretty sure, LaMarcus Aldridge. I can't remember if Dame was in the league yet. I think he was. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. Can't remember. Here's a blur. Hold on. 2017 Eagles were back up. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. What was I saying? LaMarcus Aldridge, Damian Lillard. Kobe Bryant, two-time defending NBA champions, swept them. The second coming of Michael Jordan swept them. Didn't give them a game. Mind you, two-time NBA defending champions. The past 2 years, swept them. Went up against one of the most dynamic duos, 2.5, baby threes, whatever you want to call them. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Then went through a finals with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and everybody else. And came out on top. All this, the patch notes. Did you? I tried to tell you about the patch notes. Y'all don't care about no, we don't care about the fucking patch notes because we've seen people get good when they needed to get good, when the chips were down, when they didn't have LA players, when niggas was hurt, when all this shit happened and they came out on top. The Eagles 2017 Eagles won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. Like when it's time to get good, motherfuckers get good. Don't nobody want to hear this shit about the patch notes. The patch notes. We don't care. He called you out. You first said no, which tells me everything I need to know about you. It would be different if he just called you out randomly. But no, you was running your mouth about his tournament victory. You were being shady just like you're doing now. Again, you've shown no growth in who you are as a person, as a man, or as a competitor because you lose in tournaments now. You've shown no growth. You were running your mouth. He called you out and said, okay, run the fade. You said no at first, which I can't even begin to figure out why you would say no when you were running your mouth to somebody who wasn't running a mouth to you in the first place. But whatever, you eventually said yes. He spanked that ass. And you up here talking about if you guys care to listen to the patch notes that I said, you would understand. No. Man, I watched Punk run Street Fighter 6 with Cammy and went, yeah, we watched people run that. We watched it. Don't nobody give a fuck about no patch notes. Goofy, man.
All year. You can beat people in the bracket. You can beat them across multiple games and multiple engines. You can accept their challenges directly, but a community that has already chosen its narrative will edit the footage to match the story they decided on before the set was ever played. So you rewrote the challenge, erased the patch notes, and flipped the entire narrative. What else do you rewrite? Turns out everything.
Yeah, do you hear what he said? He said, "Oh, y'all already had your mind made up before the tournament, dude. That is literally how goats go. That's how goats are created. What I'm hearing from you is I couldn't handle the pressure. LeBron James went. This is why I keep bringing up sports metaphors, because I just want you to hear how much you are not like a true competitor. LeBron James went into that game 6 against the Boston Celtics with the narrative being, if they don't win, they're gonna break the Heat up. He's never gonna be as good as Michael Jordan. The Heat trash, yada yada yada. That's what he went into the game with the narrative with, and he went into fucking Boston against the fucking Big Three Celtics with the narrative before the match started. If he lose, that was what was gonna be. That was gonna be the narrative. But guess what? He went in there, put boot the ass, came out, won the next series, won the finals. Guess what? This other narrative that you're talking about, this era that we're living in right now, where you got 13-0. If you had 13-0'd him, we living in a different world right now where you that nigga. You know what I'm saying? We living in that era. You trying to act like, that the FGC rewrote something. No, they didn't. I didn't need to know the backstory. I didn't need to know none of the backstory to when I came into this. All I saw was a belt to ass, and I just was like, oh, from that point on, I was like, this player is better than this player. And as I went through the FGC, what I saw and what has happened was Sonic Fox winning a whole bunch and you not. That's all. That's not my opinion on what. That's not my opinion on the things. That is just what has happened. So this whole idea that the FGC somehow rewrote your narrative and rewrote you, no, they did not. I'm telling you, as someone who was not there, as someone who came in late, and I found out, I saw it with no narrative, and I drew my own conclusion that that person over there who put belt to ass is better than that person that's over there. And then as I saw more of what happened in the past, and then as we get into the future, all I've seen was that same person continue to win. I seen same people say, oh, he can't beat Ninja Killer. And guess what? Ninja Killer has never beaten Sonic Fox in a tournament setting. I saw that happen. I saw Sonic Fox beat the twins that nobody else could beat. How is that rewriting the narrative? I saw it fucking happen. I saw Sonic Fox win the first Dragon Ball FighterZ Grand Finals. I saw that happen. What are we rewriting? What are we rewriting? I don't understand. What are we rewriting? That's just what happened. Niggas who win, we praise them. That's literally how it goes. Niggas who win championships in football, we praise them. Niggas who win championships in basketball, we praise them. Niggas who win championships in golf, we praise them. Niggas who win championships, we praise them, and that's all we have done. And you hate it. You remember what Drake told Joe Budden? This is what it felt like. He say, pump it up. She got a good head on her, but I pump it up. I'm not a one-hit wonder. They know all my stuff. You let me turn into the nigga that you almost was. Sonic Fox turned into the nigga who you thought you was gonna be. Damn, I got too big. I'm a baby powder ass nigga after the shower, but I've been in the gym hooping all the time, bro. We need to get in the gym now. Now that that shit over with, we kind of get this shit going. But back to this nigga. Drake told Joe Budden, yo, you let me turn into the nigga that you almost was. I'm not a one-hit wonder. They know all my stuff. You won you a little couple of tournaments in 2006, and you thought you was gonna be the man, and then Sonic Fox came in and did what you did, and then he took it to another level, and now you that man on the podcast critiquing his every move, his every winning step, because it didn't happen to you. To the point where you made a 10-minute video, which took you longer, and the whole premise of the video is, we're 7 minutes 18 seconds into a 10-minute and 51-minute video. And his premise of all this was, and you cannot make this shit up, the FGC has a bracket cheerleader problem. And what he meant by that was he's actually trying to push this, like he made up a narrative to try to get this weak ass point across. This is the narrative that he's saying is a problem in the FGC. He's saying that people are actually going to tournaments not with the intention to win and get better, but to be bracket cheerleaders and watch the top players win. They're flying across the country when shit, first of all, damn near everybody in the FGC is broke. So I don't know how many people got money to just go somewhere and not try to help. Like, he is complaining that people are not practicing their next match, but instead they're watching their friends who are currently playing, and they're giving them advice and cheering them on when they do good, and he's saying that that's a bad thing. He's complaining about that, right? He's saying that is a problem that is happening in the FGC, that people are going to tournaments, they're competing in brackets together, and when they're not actively competing like in a match, they are watching their friends compete, and then they're cheering them on when they do good combos, and they're cheering them on when they win. He's saying that is a problem, and then he's saying he's giving us a case study to show where it started, right? And he leads with the Goichi versus Sonic Fox Grand Finals, where he rewrote what actually, it's funny. His whole fucking video is about rewriting something, and this motherfucker literally rewrote what happened in grand finals of Dragon Ball FighterZ. He said that Sonic Fox intentionally stalled Goichi out after Goichi reset the bracket, when all Sonic Fox did was ask for a side switch, a legal side switch, by the way. It wasn't like it was against the rules. It was just the Evo tournament organizers didn't know the rules, so it took them a long time to like make it happen. They were confused. They was like, what the fuck? What do? We never planned for this. That's not his fault. And then you're saying that the momentum was and the energy was going out of the building, so now this other competitor could no longer perform, and then thus that's why Sonic Fox won. You want to talk about rewriting the narrative, my boy? So now that was his first case study. So now he gets to put in what he always been want to talk about for the longest time, was that 13-0 ass whooping. Well, so this is what happened when the patch drops, and then the character that was mid tier is now top 5, and then I said that, and then he challenged me, and then I said no because I really didn't want that smoke. I'm just a yapper. I was running my mouth, and he said, "Hey, let's run the fade then," and you said no. Again, that tells me everything I need to know about you. But then you do run the set, and then he spanks you 13-0, and the community let you know about it, and now you're trying to act like they rewrote the story to make it seem like it. No, what are you talking about? That's just what happened. But again, what the fuck does this have to do with the fucking bracket? What the fuck does that have to do with the brackets today? That's what I'm saying. You took me off. We talking about the 13-0 ass whooping that you swear you don't want to talk about no more. We talking about that because you bringing it up in a video that you're talking about. The FGC has a bracket cheerleading problem. People are cheerleading their friends. Why are we talking about? Mind you, we are 7 minutes and 18 seconds into the video. When are we going to get to talking about why it's a problem?
A prominent community commentator spent time on record calling me a dodger because I was based in the Midwest and selective about which East Coast events I traveled to. What was left out was that I competed in a sanctioned online league every single week against the same pool of top players. Other players on the East Coast were praised for that exact same combination of online and offline competition. The only difference was geography. Same activity, different treatment, depending on who was being evaluated. Then there is the pool size argument. The cheerleaders use attendance numbers as proxy for legitimacy without ever asking who is actually in those numbers. A 400-person bracket where half the field is unable to win a single set is a different test than a 60-person bracket where the floor is already elite and every match has to be earned. The rooms I competed in had the second kind of player. The bracket kept everyone honest because the competition level was real. That brings me to the full resume. Because the community has been selective about which wins count and which wins get an asterisk. I'm a 3-time Evo champion. I've won the 2007.
Do you hear him? My wife even said that last fight was pure fire. No, I haven't even started yet. I told you, bro, I remember Shibuya arc so much, bro. I don't want to let that feeling go. I don't want to like this nigga said 07. Yes, I just told you. He is talking about Evo victories that he had in 07, bro. That's like them old niggas coming out like, bro, I was a champion in 98. That's cool. But we don't give a fuck, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I told you, bro, like, no, that last fight is up there with, yes, right, it's up there with the Sukuna fight. But the problem is that I have to sludge through all of that filler that anime gives me, and if they not immediately into the plot, I don't want to take no trip. I don't want to go to no hot tub, and I don't want to do that, bro. I don't like. I'm like just stick to the story. That's like me saying, yes, he's basically talking about what he did in high school. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about what he did in high school. That shit was 20 years ago, bro. Like, I want to make this very clear to anybody out here watching. The only reason why Perfect Legend is not looked at as a GOAT in the community is because he does not win. Point blank, period. I don't give a shit about what he talking about. All this. Well, I was played in a side league tournament with the bet. Don't know, bro. No, there's always been a standard, bro. There's always been a standard. We respect champions, bro. He got to be in his late 30s. Yes, 40s probably. Because he said he won his first Evo at 18. And if he was competing in 06, what that mean? Yeah. He close. He close. But if you have what it takes, bro, you can win. Like, I don't get it. We was clowning Punk for the longest for not having no Evo. Exactly. And he won it. He won Evo. We've been respecting Evo champions. That's how it's been, bro. And you haven't won anything. That's all it comes down to it, bro. Like, that's literally all it comes down to it. Arslan Ash tearing everybody ass up in Tekken. Go shit. Men are tearing everybody ass up in Street Fighter 6. Goat shit. Like, dog, like you could have these same victories that you are claiming are fake with Sonic, because that's what you're doing. This whole video is just another way for PL to talk about Sonic Fox. This is just another clever way. Hey, look, you know the Scooby-Doo when they take the mask off. But when they take the mask off, it's just going to be PL with another way to talk about Sonic Fox. There's another way to talk about Sonic Fox. This whole video is about Sonic Fox. This was supposed to be a video about this FGC bracket has a cheerleader problem. No, hold on. I'm going to save this line for the end. But no, bro. This video is not it. It's not the video you think it is, bro. It's like, video is not it, bro. Like, we 8 minutes into the video. You ain't told me why. You talking about they buried your wins and the FGC pick and choose which wins is which. Like, why? What are you talking about, bro? All you have to do is win. Everybody, look, listen, and this is why I do not care about people like some of these other content creators do it too. They be trying to, and this is why I don't respect them, because they be trying to like say stuff like, oh, I think Sonic the GOAT, right? They'll say that, but then they'll try to slight it by saying, well, the mechanics help them win. Like, they'll try to slide that in, like, is it really the GOAT or is it the mechanics that help? It's like, bro, don't everybody got the same fucking mechanics? If y'all are saying these mechanics are on easy mode, or whatever the case may be, bro, y'all have the same mechanics. Just be better than that person with the shitty mechanics. If they can master the shitty mechanics, why can't you? I don't want to hear, like, you all actually are saying, but you're trying not to say, is that you're too good to master what you all deem as bad mechanics in fighting games. And I'm here to tell you, I have never heard of more copium for being ass in my life. And you may be better than me, but I know who I am and what I am, and I'll run the fade behind what I just said again. But you cannot begin to tell me how much of ass you are when that is how you are framing. I'm so good at fighting games that I cannot be good at this bad mechanic. This person is only winning because of the mechanics or assisting them. Well, wait a minute. Are the mechanics different for them than they are for you? No, that's the same mechanics. Well, why can't you just be really good at the bad mechanics like that person? Oh, well, my brain doesn't work like that. I'm too good at the good. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. I've never heard someone say they're too good to be good at something. Like, you niggas copping, please, bro. You niggas hating, but you don't want to come out and hate because you know the community gonna get on that ass. So then y'all try to be like, I said Sonic was a GOAT, but then you will throw a backhand compliment and be like, well, the mechanics are helping to win. It's like, bro, everybody got the same mechanics. Everybody can pick the same characters. I don't understand. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference in Sonic, Mena, Arslan, and a couple others. I can't think of them right now. But Mena, Sonic, Punk to a degree, Arslan Ash, and there's a couple others. And this is a problem. This is a side note, FGC, MK Leo, MK Leo. This is a side note. This is a jab at the FGC. All those people that I named, they have one thing in common. They always win in tournaments, but I never see them on fucking Twitter crying about the state of their game. Like, I don't, like, again, I'm more than happy to be corrected if I'm wrong, but I've never seen Mena make a video like fussing at Capcom, telling them how to change their game. Like, I've never seen it. You know why? Because I'm pretty sure he's like mastering the game. He's flying to Japan, playing all the Japanese players and all this other shit. And then like all the other competitive, pro players, they're making tons of videos of why this character needs this and why this is this and Capcom needs to fix this and Tekken 8 needs to fix this. And like, it's like all of those people who are winning the tournaments, I don't see those videos. Like, I'm not saying they don't, maybe they do, but they never come across my feed. I never see them on Twitter going on rants about why the game sucks and why they're not. I've never seen that from them. All I see is them win. The only footage I have of them is playing the game, and every time I play them, they're winning. And Blas is on his way to GOAT status. Also, again, I've never seen a Blas patch breakdown. I've never seen a Blas complaint telling Capcom, oh, fix this and patch this and patch this. And I've never seen it. I've never seen it. All I do is see him bust ass. That's all I've ever seen. There's gotta be a correlation to that. I mean, there's got to be a correlation to somehow all of the best people at these fighting games are the people who are not spending time yelling at the devs to fix the game, fix this character, do this with this, do this with that, do this with this, change this mechanic, change that, and here's an update, here's a tier list. I've never seen them do that. And somehow they're winning all the tournaments. I feel like, again, I could be wrong. I legit feel like there could be something to that. I don't know though, but I think it's worth looking into. Oh, Jalen Brunson going crazy. Like, again, I don't know if it's something there, but all I'm saying, I would look into that. Now on to the rest of this shitty ass video.
World Cyber Games represent the United States on a world stage. I competed across Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Dead or Alive, and Injustice at the highest level and won in all of them. And on the subject of Mortal Kombat 9 specifically, I won year one on that level playing field. Then the entire meta flipped upside down.
Wait a minute. Did Sonic Fox not win on Dragon Ball Z in the first season? On the meta? Level playing field. International competition. Cat so ass, I just need 21 points. Bro, I be feeling bad for bettors, bro, because it be feeling like, bro, these niggas just be ass specifically on the times that you put money up. It's like, bro, you don't do this any other time. Let's go, Jalen. Hey, let's go, McCullum. Pull up. What I tell you. Hey, McCullum might be ass for 90% of the game, but for about 10%, that nigga LeBron. Matter of fact, that nigga is fucking Michael Jordan. That nigga jump shot becomes automatic. Uh-oh. Alexander Walker got them clamps on Brunson. Oh, give me those cookies. Ball game. ball game. I know this shit going crazy. Hold on. Let me mute this so I can see them. I'll get back to Flaming Perfect Legend in a second. Hold on. Hold on. I got to hear that hype. I know they going crazy. I know they going crazy. Hold on. Oh, no, they not going crazy. They losing. Oh, I want to hear that too. Hold on. I want to hear them cheer for. Hold on. I want to hear them cheer. I want to hear them cheer for this 3, and then I want to hear them get quiet when they lose. Of course he does. I told you. I told you. CJ McCollum is like Michael Jordan for about 10% of the game. Yeah, that shit over with. All right, yeah. All right. Let me finish the video out, bro. This man just making me so mad with the shit he talking about, bro.
Completely different game. Most players have full local scenes around them, consistent high level.
Again, why does it matter that there's a new meta, new scene? Just adjust. Everybody else is adjusted. I don't understand this idea of they just, bro. Like, god damn, bro. All right.
Practice partners, flourishing competition infrastructure. I was driving 2 hours for competitive practice, 2 hours each way. While that was happening, people were calling me a dodger for skipping locals, the same locals that required a 2-hour drive. I won year 2 anyway. Winning when the conditions are equal is one kind of proof. Winning when the meta collapses and your resources are a fraction of everyone else's is a different kind entirely. Players who sit on the community's Mount Rushmore for dominating one game in one engine, I beat those same players in multiple games across multiple engines. That is a different kind of proof. The Mount Rushmore they built leaves me off entirely. I'm bringing this up because the blueprint they used to build that list is the exact same blueprint that keeps players in your scene locked in cheerleader mode. Understand how the narrative gets manufactured and you can see through it. See through it and you stop measuring your game against what the community says is great and you start measuring it against results. The bracket.
He said measuring against results. Sonic Fox literally won year 1 of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Is that not an even playing field? I don't understand. Is that not an even playing field? Matter of fact, I think he wins all year 1s of the first Mortal Kombat games. I'm pretty sure I remember that happening like that. They're all year 1s. That means the game is on even playing field.
A cheerleader problem is a mindset trap that works on players at every level. Start worshiping a competitor instead of studying them and you stop competing against them. You start serving their legacy. The mental energy that should go into solving their game plan goes to defending their reputation. The community that could be pushing everyone to new levels turns into a press operation protecting players who stop proving themselves. Real competitive growth requires you to treat every player as an obstacle, including the ones you respect, especially the ones you respect. If you want the pre-match mental framework that builds that kind of clarity before you step into the bracket.
You get what he's saying there, though? You get what he's saying there, though? You get what he's saying? What the fuck is he saying then? Tell me what he's saying, how it makes sense. What does that have to do with him losing in the same tournament. What does that have to do with him losing? We might as well say you're a bracket cheerleader or a bracket hater. You just in the bracket to lose. I be matched up against big name niggas and people be in awe of them. But me, I don't know these niggas, so I just play my game. Bro, that is not what he is saying. This is what I'm telling you. What he's saying is the people that he is talking about. Let me ask you this then. Did you go to that tournament with the intentions of not actually competing, but instead wanted to cheer said big name on when they play? That's what he's saying people do. He's not saying people be in awe in competition because, first of all, that's not true. People push Sonic all the time. Tekken Master don't give a fuck about no Sonic Fox. Like, that's a fact. So that, first of all, but what he is saying, he's not saying people are in awe. He's saying people go to tournaments with no intentions of winning. They just go there to cheer on big name players. Nobody's ever done that, bro. Bro, Mikal Bridges, so sorry. Like nobody does that. He has provided no proof of what he is saying. He just gave us a bunch of word salad. This is how you see he's doing so much talk about, oh, a narrative is being built and results and all this other shit. All he did was talk for 10 minutes about some old shit. And this is who we supposed to be this is who we supposed to be like listening to as far as like the scene. No, you've said nothing in this video of value, bro. There's not no, like, again, he could have shown some type of results that actually makes that what he's saying legitimate, but no, he just yapped for 10 minutes. He didn't. All right, bro. So you can listen to this 10-minute video and you can say, yep, I see exactly what he's talking about. I see, yep, that makes sense. Bracket, the people competing in brackets are, so you're telling me, how do we get Blas then? How do we get Blas? How do we get Endon Walker? Like, how do we get these young kids? I don't understand what it like, bro, this video's ass. This nigga's a hater, point blank, period. And first of all, let's get one thing straight. The FGC does not have a bracket cheerleading problem. The FGC has a perfect legend problem.
Get this.
The FGC does not have a bracket cheerleading problem. They have a perfect legend problem. Motherfucker's a hater. And he take time out of his day to make cornball shit like this. Yo, I do understand the nervousness and people playing. Yeah, nervousness and playing scared in front of big people is not what he's talking about. Like, he's not talking about that. That is different. God damn, this video sucked. I knew it was too.